Hi guys, thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching out there. This is my daily look at the astrology, a birth chart for the day, if you will, with all the main astrological movements included, as far as I possibly can. So today the moon is going to enter Capricorn. Hasn't happened quite yet. Happens at 9:51 a.m. UK time, so that is 4:51 a.m. Eastern, 1:51 a.m. Pacific, West side, whichever way you want to see it. Hi to you in America, hi to you in Canada, and hi to you wherever you are in the world. I really appreciate you watching. I really appreciate your support. So the moon right this minute is actually void, of course, void in Sagittarius. We had half moon yesterday, so everything's pretty much on the wane at the moment. But when we get into the Capricorn moon at 9:51 a.m. UK time, there's an increase in formality. People are more strict, people are more exacting, wanting things to be done right. It's a really, really good time if you've got something to do that needs extra kind of commitment, responsibility, discipline, slogging at it till you get it done, certainty basically, then this isn't a bad time for it. See, Capricorn is the sign of the goat, and goats are very, very sure-footed. They can go anywhere, they can do pretty much whatever they like within what goats can do. Not a problem there, but they always know the shot. So try and have an idea what you're kind of doing, where you're going, what things mean before you really get stuck into things. And I wouldn't rely too much on anybody else's emotional pliability or any other kind of pliability today. You just never know. But under a Capricorn moon, there's always the possibility to blame yourself for things not going right. It's not necessarily that. And I'm not saying we should just blame the universe randomly either. I mean, these are our lives and we've got to live them. But I wouldn't blame yourself too much. People just aren't going to be that receptive today, as far as I can see. But, you know, if you've got to get your point across, if you've got to get something done, go out and do it. Never let this stop you. It rains all the time in Wales. A lot of people who live in places where it doesn't rain that much just put off whatever they're doing while the rain's on. If you do that in Wales, nothing ever gets done. That's simple. So, you know, same thing with astrology. If you've got an alignment that doesn't look too good, that isn't taking you really where you hoped you would be going today, just go with the flow, just keep going. It's all lessons, it's all good. It'll get you there in the end. So we have a moon very much, it's going to be in Capricorn by the time most people watch this. So I'll say it's in Capricorn from 9:51 a.m. UK time. It is right now, I should say, is 41.9% coming down off full. The new moon comes in on the 17th of March at 13:11 UK time. Let me see, so that's 8:11 a.m. Eastern and 5:11 a.m. Pacific. My gosh, but it is all on the same day, on the 17th of March. That is when we get the new moon. That's when the cycle starts again. But while she's waning, you know, the energy is going down a bit, but it's still there. The universe is still as active as ever. So keep on trying to manifest your dreams. Nothing wrong with that. You know, I'm going to say I'd be realistic. Well, how can you be realistic about manifesting your dreams? I don't know, don't get bogged down in reality, but keep it real, because the things you dream of, the things you want to do can happen. You can make them happen. You've got to allow time. You've got to possibly accept that they might not happen all the way exactly as you want them to in this life either. But that's reincarnation. That's something else. Another video maybe, who knows. Back to the astro weather. The moon right now void in Sagittarius, because we're coming up to Capricorn, of course. So, you know, playing with others not very satisfying. Winners aren't easily recognizable from losers. Travel plans go adrift. Well, that's going to happen anyway, because as I'm coming up to it, we have Mercury retrograde just beginning to stick its head round the door. Somewhere, I haven't actually brought the chart up for that, but there you go. That's typical of me, isn't it? Mercury went into the pre-shadow to retrograde on the 8th of March, and will actually turn retrograde, station retrograde, on the 22nd of March, late at night in America, very early on the 23rd of March here in UK. And you would have to adjust that for wherever you are in the world. Mercury has a lot to do with travel, transport, communication. I think communication is the big one, really. And so we can get, you know, mixed messages, misunderstandings, that kind of thing. It's not really in full flow yet, but during the pre-shadow, things can happen where we think, what on earth's that about? Well, if that's happening to you, think about communication and travel and transport as well. They might come into it, but it's mostly about communication. That's the place to be looking for the answers right now. In the biodynamic cycle under a Capricorn Moon, it is a root day. It has been a fruit day for the last 3 days, 3 fruit days in fact. Today it's a root day. Put those roots down deep. As I say, be sure-footed. Know the shot before you step off. That's the main thing. Be like a goat, yeah? Be tenuous, be sure of where you're going, or at least be sure the little bit you're about to step onto is going to be solid and hold you up. Okay, there is a geomagnetic storm brewing as I look at what's up in space. Solar wind speed is up a fair bit at 413.8 kilometers a second. Density of the proton 6.6. X-ray solar flares, both taken at 5:02 UTC GMT, that is British time. 6-hour maximum A2, 24-hour A2. So we're looking at a possible G1 class geomagnetic storm coming in today. Certainly there's a chance that'll go on till tomorrow. The sun is actually blank of sunspots. This is coming from a hole in the sun's atmosphere, and that is reaching us now. We're actually into the beginnings of that geomagnetic storm now. It measures 60 gigawatts of power. Can you imagine? That's how it can play into our electronics. That's how it can do kind of crazy things in our life. It's also worth saying Jupiter is retrograde in Scorpio at the moment. That goes right through till the 10th of July. All great stuff, all great shakes. I'm coming to just about the end of the time anyone seems to want to listen to this, so I'm going to shut up now. I'll be back later with something else, you know. Keep it real, keep it out there. Thanks very much for watching. Moving the astrology over from Twig Brother today, because that's going to be a woodwork channel, basically. And this will be a special place where we can talk about the spiritual, the esoteric, the stuff that really matters to us. Okay, thanks for watching, friends. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a fantastic Saturday. Bye-bye.